Hey folks, Pastor Jordan bringing you this week's sermon preview from out here by the gazebo. First, just a couple of quick announcements. Notice that the Spring Bazaar will be taking place on Saturday out around the pavilion over here. They'll be here from 10 to 3, so come on out and support all these crafts that they've been making to raise money for the missions of this congregation. So thanks so much for your support in advance of that. Also, Sunday, we will be worshiping right here around the gazebo. The weather looks like it'll be cloudy, but not quite as cold as it's supposed to be on Friday and Saturday. So still dress warmly because it may not be super sunny, but it should be enough for us to be able to worship outside. It looks like if there's any precipitation, it'll be very spotty. So we should be okay for worship right here around the gazebo on Sunday morning. It's a busy day up here in West Glenville, apparently. Lots of folks with lots of places to be. So, yeah, come and join us for worship on Sunday morning here at the gazebo. Also, we will be broadcasting, as we always do, on the YouTube channel. So this same channel that you're watching this video on, just subscribe to it. And if you can't be with us in person for any reason, we invite you to join with us and worship through our YouTube channel as well. Also, we have a spring cleanup coming up. Our chair of building and grounds, RJ Fulner, who lives across the street here, he's going to be organizing a little bit of a cleanup session for all around the church, and cleaning out some of the stuff that can be picked up on the bulk pickup day that starts later that week. So Saturday, April 24th. It's not this coming Saturday, but the following one. You can come on and help us out. We're just only a couple hours, just from 10 to noon on that Saturday, so it won't be taking up your whole weekend, but a way for us to get the grounds looking nice for the upcoming summer season, where we are hoping to be outside a lot for worship, as it's such a beautiful place to be. So those are, I think, most of the announcements. The pie sale orders. Some of you know about that. If you'd like to order a pie, the info has to be into Becky White by this coming Sunday. So I think that covers everything that I've got rattling around in my brain. I may have missed something, but if so, you can check the announcements at our website, westgrc.org, and all the other stuff is in there as well. So that's that. Now, this coming Sunday, we are continuing this process of reviewing some of the stuff that happens after Jesus' resurrection. And we're going to hear a story about an early martyr of the church who was prosecuted for what he believed, what he said about Jesus Christ. And we talked last week about this idea of sometimes missing moments when Jesus Christ is in your life. We're going to see how that can happen not just individually, but also systematically, as the powers that be of that day will come up against the early church, and in particular this early martyr named Stephen, as he proclaims that Christ is Lord, and he talks about this idea that the dwelling place of the Lord is not necessarily in the temple. And he doesn't talk about that with this idea that the Lord isn't ever there, right? Or that it's not a center of where the Lord can be encountered. But really what he's speaking out against is the idea that humans have control over the Lord, right? That the Lord is shoved into the temple, and that's, when the Lord's presence can be doled out to people, right? It's going into this idea that we'll see over the next few weeks of the gospel and the early church spreading out this ministry and mission of Jesus Christ, the good news of the gospel, going out and saying, look, the Lord's presence is open to all who want to experience it. The Lord's presence is there for anyone, reaching out and calling them in and moving in their lives. It's not something that is to be held as a source of power, to be doled out only when we see it as fit to do so. And so that's what we'll look at this week. And we'll look at, where does the Lord dwell? And what is the dwelling place of the Lord? What does that mean for us as people who proclaim Christ's coming kingdom? We have this beautiful church building here, and we'll ask the question, does the Lord dwell here? And what does that look like for us as people who follow the Lord and come to this place for worship, even as we worship, next to the church? And how does the Lord's presence meet us in all these different places? As some of us are worshiping online, some of us are worshiping in different time zones, even maybe different countries. How does the Lord's presence work itself out in all of our lives? Where does it call us to? That's what we'll be looking at this week as we gather for worship, celebrating this Easter season together. I hope that you're all having a blessed week. I hope wherever you are tomorrow, you don't get much snow, because it sounds like we might get some up here after some of the nice weather we've had. It's hard to believe, but I guess that's life in upstate New York. And so anyway, we look forward to talking with you all soon. If you can join us for worship, we look forward to seeing you on Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, here around the gazebo or on this YouTube channel. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon. God bless.